Greetings everybody, I am in Algiers right now, in Algeria, and this is the first time that I've ever been in Northern Africa. I've been to East Africa before, but never Northern Africa, never the Middle East either. So this is a really interesting experience for me, because I'm seeing produce available at the market that is pretty unique compared to the past experiences I've had traveling around the world. Nothing like super exotic, just more unique varieties of fruit. And one of those is figs. There are two figs that I've been finding at the markets here. One is this green fig, which I've been told is called an early fig, maybe just because it's picked unripe, I'm not sure, or picked early, not sure, and a dark fig. These are the only two types of figs that I have seen at the markets, and I'm sure there's other ones available also, just maybe not in the season that I am in right now. As I visit right now, it is June. So these are June figs, everybody. Not everybody has these, like the supermarket doesn't have these, but street vendors often do. And I think that's because figs are very perishable, and it's difficult to find a good fig. In the United States, it's hard to find a good fig, for sure. And I've tried figs in the past a little bit, but not all that much because of that. If you go to the supermarket in the US, very often you find like figs that have been dried out all to hell, so you're not really getting a very fresh experience. And I've been told that if you really want to try a fig properly, it needs to be very freshly picked. And I think this will get me pretty close. So let's start with the green one. This one is the most interesting looking to me, very vibrant color. I'm going to just kind of cut it down the center like this. Yeah, there we go. Nice red color on the inside. Very fresh tasting. I'm sure this wasn't grown all that long ago. Very often when I have figs in the US, they taste a little bit dried out. You know, even when you're getting fresh figs, they taste like they've been sitting around for a while. This one doesn't. This tastes nice and fresh. The flavor of figs is, I mean, it's hard to describe. I mean, you gotta have a fig to really know what a fig tastes like, but I'd put this in the world of like a plum sort of flavor. It's got kind of a syrupy, sweet sort of taste to it. This particular fig has a touch of a berry note to it, or actually maybe a little bit more like a cherry note, a little bit of a cherry and plum note in there. It's got like a prunus thing going on. And it has a touch of a green flavor, just a touch, like a little bit of like green bean in there. But mostly I'm getting like a nice kind of like stone fruit kind of taste. Nice, very nice. So let's move on to the black fig here. And I apologize that I don't know really the names of these. The green one was described as an early fig. This one, I didn't get the name of it. So if you know what these are, if you live in Algeria especially, and know what these are called, let me know. I would be curious to know. Yeah, there we go. It's got a lot more red going on. This one's got a bite in it, but this one's got a much brighter color to it. I wonder if this is a more ripe version of this one. Not too sure. They are a different shape, but you know, they look a little bit similar. And this one looks like it has ripened a little bit more, possibly. And you know, there's like the whole thing about wasps and them laying eggs, and I just try not to think about that. One day I'll do an episode about like the whole wasps and fig relationship, but yeah, look it up. It's kind of gross, but yeah. quite different, quite different. Oddly, it does still have the little bit of green bean taste to it, instead of being like a cherry sort of taste. It has a touch of raspberry to it. Not a lot of raspberry, not the full flavor of a raspberry, but something in there like akin to a raspberry. A little bit of a berry taste. This one is also less sweet. I would put this at the same sweetness as an apple. I give this one a 5. But yeah, good. Also kind of mild, but it does have a unique flavor in there. And I think that's about it. So yeah, cool to get a chance to try a couple of figs here in Algeria. These are maybe not the most exotic of produce out there, but they are hard to find in this sort of condition where they're nice and fresh. So it's really nice to get a chance to try these and give it a little bit more respect. I mean, I think the best way to eat a fig is probably to like bob for it off the tree without even picking it. But the next best thing, getting it from a vendor here in Algiers. And I think that does make sense. It has a nice, fresh flavor, a mild flavor, but definitely a good one. Other than that, I'm really excited to see what other sorts of produce I can find here in Algiers. So stay tuned, everybody. I'll be back with more. I would like to give a big shout out to Smarter Every Day, Loftyrex, and JMac. They are mega patrons over on Patreon.com. Patreon, I'm sure you've heard about it, but basically it is how I can afford to go on all the adventures that I go on this channel and how I buy all the fruit that I buy. So if you are interested in supporting the channel, check out the link in the description below. Another way to help out is by going to my website. My website has all my videos organized into categories, which is pretty cool, and I also have t-shirts for sale over there. So check it out, and I will see you all next time.